Alright, hello Bentley. So for this video lesson, we're going to recap the last little groove from Linkin Park in the End, that intro groove, and then we'll get the fill in between the groove and the chorus, and then we'll also get the chorus groove going. And that chorus groove, that's pretty difficult, so let's get that one nice and slow. So to start off, we'll get the snare warm up without speeding up, just keep it constant, go like 30 seconds at about this speed. You can also add a kick on 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep that going. Just try to keep that as consistent as possible. Try not to slow down or speed up. The next little thing we got is the basic beat. Remember, kick on 1, snare on 3, and constant hi-hat. Try to get that up to speed about this right here. Okay, right about here. Kick, snare, kick, snare. And all the hi-hat is doing is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, kick on 1, snare on 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now let's recap the groove from the last video lesson. So we'll cut this. We'll go from 1, 2, and 3. And if you remember, the and is the kick. So, and the reason it's the and is because it's a 16th note, whereas everything else is 8th note, so it's faster. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would be 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's just a little bit faster right there in between those, the 2 and 3. So that kick comes pretty fast there. So the first 4 things you hit, including 1, 2, and 3, the and is the kick. So it's hi-hat with the kick. Hi-hat by itself is 2. Kick is the and. 3 is the hi-hat and the snare. A little bit faster. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, once you get that one down, we'll recap the second half of it, which is just hi-hat, hi-hat, and then hi-hat with the kick, hi-hat with the snare, and then hi-hat. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then once you get that one down, just remember it's just hi-hat, hi-hat, hi-hat with the kick, hi-hat with the snare, hi-hat. Hi-hat, hi-hat, hi-hat with the kick, hi-hat with the snare, hi-hat. Once you get that part, then combine both of those. And you got the full intro groove from 18 seconds to 52 seconds in the Linkin Park Live in Texas video, which is way easier to play. He plays it live way easier than the recording because it's all programmed drums there. So all together slowly. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then a little bit faster. 3, 2, 1. And then just a tiny bit faster. After that goes on, you'll hear at about right here at 152 in the Live in Texas version, you'll hear this part where it's a really cool groove into the chorus. And what he does there, he does the same right here, 1, 2, and 3. However, 4 now is a kick. 1, 2, and 3, kick. And that's what's highlighted right there. 1, 2, and 3, kick. After that, this next fill, this one's really cool. From here over, so after that kick, you go snare, snare to an open hi-hat now, because we've been doing closed hi-hat since the beginning. So we go snare, snare, hi-hat, then kick. Snare, snare, high, kick. After that kick, we go snare, high, low, low. So that full part right there, that full line right there, we have slowly from 1, 2, and 3, 4, that last kick there. We have, so just get there and pause. We'll do that one more time. Here we go. After that, 2 snares to a high open hi-hat. Kick, snare, high, low, low. So that's what that part will sound like going into the chorus right there. So it's the same 1, 2, and 3. Now it's kick, 1, 2, hi-hat, kick, snare, high, low, low. Okay, so now going into the chorus, we have pretty much the same groove throughout the entire chorus right there, from about 154 to 213. And the top right here, the only difference between those two lines right here, it's this first beat, which is a crash, and then every other time it's just the hi-hat with the kick on beat 1. So after the kick, snare, high, low, low, kick with the crash on 1, followed by a hi-hat. Then we have a kick, which would be the and because it's a quick note. And then 3 is the open hi-hat with the snare. And now we're on an open hi-hat. So what we have so far, those first 4 beats right there. Crash with the kick, open hi-hat, kick, snare with the hi-hat. So once you get that one down, let me do it one more time slowly. And a little bit faster. After that one, we'll divide this one into 3 parts, because this one's kind of weird right here. We haven't really done this before, like an alternating hand thing with the hi-hat and the snare. So it's hi-hat open, snare, hi-hat open. And then after that, we will get the 1 through 5 here. And that snare, that's also a quick note, so it's an and also. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. We'll divide this into all those notes that are connected that are highlighted, and then 6 and 7 and 8 and over here that I'm highlighting now, we'll divide that. That's the second part that we'll get. So first, let's get this first one right here, up to the 5. So we have this right here. So that you hear that, where that alternates. That's that 4 and 5. So kick with the crash, open hi-hat, kick, open hi-hat and snare 3, 4 and 5. That's the alternating open hi-hat, snare, open hi-hat, 4 and 5. One more time slowly. So that is 1 through 5. Now we'll get 6 all the way to the last and there. All that is. So this one is where it gets tricky because there's a quick double kick they have to do. So just focus on light pressure going down, 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 down. Make sure you press down, relax your leg, and then press down again pretty fast. And I kind of slide forward sometimes to get that quick second note. So down and then down. So for that one, now 6 and open hi-hat kick to a kick. I'll do it close so you can hear the kick a little bit better. So hi-hat kick and then kick by itself. And now with the open hi-hat, how it's there on the tab. So so that's 6 and. Now we'll get 7. So that's hi-hat with the kick 6, kick by itself and, hi-hat and the snare is 7. After that, the and in between 7 and 8 there is just another kick. So you could also think about this as 6 by itself, and the and 7 and, it's just kick, hi-hat with the snare, so both hands, and then another kick. So it's kind of like an alternating feet to hands. And what I'm talking about is right here, so that kick on and, 7, both hands, snare, and the hi-hat at the top, that circle with the X, and then the kick right here in between the first and second line. Makes like a little triangle right there. So you can think about that as kick, hands is 7, kick, the other and. And now you just add the 6, which is hi-hat and the kick. So you see that? So one more time slowly, and then a little bit faster. So we have hi-hat kick, kick, and then hi-hat with the snare, and then kick by itself. After that, all we have to do is just do a hi-hat and then a snare. That's 8 and. Hi-hat, snare. So altogether, that second part sounds like this. All right. Now I'll play part 1 again and then part 2, and then we'll combine those. And then I'll show you how to play that line down below, which is all you do instead of using instead of doing the crash on beat 1, you just go to the hi-hat, open hi-hat. So part 1 of the first part of the course right here. Oh. There we go. Crash with the kick. And then you alternate your hands. Crash with the kick, hi-hat with the snare, Hi-hat, snare, hi-hat. That's 4 and 5. One more time, and then we'll play part 2. Okay, part 2 now. The double kick. Okay, now both parts together. Okay, here we go. So it's a little complex there with all the changing, the double kicks, and the hands going. But if you just break that down, you can get it. So let me go a little bit slower on that one. And then if you can't get the whole thing, just focus on part 1, and then we'll get part 2 in class if you haven't got that just yet. So part 1, part 2, part 1 again, part 2. Okay, so now down here, the only thing that changes is that instead of the crash on beat 1, you just stick with that open hi-hat. So it'll, instead of going, now it's just beat 1, open hi-hat with the kick. And that's what it'll sound like. So have fun practicing that one, and we'll definitely go over that one because that intro beat and this chorus beat, that's like the majority of the song right there. There's just like a couple more parts, and then we pretty much have the full song. So just work on that, getting that up to speed, and try to keep that tempo really consistent, all right? So have fun practicing that, and see you next week. If the drum room is all good. All right, bye.